Hello there, welcome to this channel. This is Witches School and my name is Carolina, and today we are going to talk about the entrance of Venus in Leo and how this is going to be affecting us, which are the things that this planet will be bringing to us, and how we can take this energy in terms of change, transform something in our lives, mostly related to everything that has to be with our some aspects of finances, because Venus is so related to finances, but also about issues and love, relationships, and maybe the way that we need to harmonize some aspects of our lives and our relationships with ourselves, not only with everyone else outside of us, but this is, I think this is a very good moment for us to work as our self-esteem, our self-love, and all that kind of issues. So I invite you all to subscribe and share, and I really thank you, all of you who can give me your thumbs up, leave me a comment, because that way you are helping me to make this channel to grow. So as I said, we are going to talk about Venus in Leo, and why we are talking about this specifically in this moment, because Venus is going to stay in Leo until the 9th of October, and that is not something that Venus do every year. Venus is a quick planet, and stays around 22 days in every sign. So when she is staying in some sign for a period that is more longer than habitual, we are going to talk about that, because it's making a difference, something that we need to work in this area of our lives in this specific time. So Venus is going to be there for the next 5 months. So it's going to be retrograding, then it's going to be stationary, and then it's going to be direct again, getting out of Leo until I think maybe the 10th of October, 9th of 10th of October, Venus is going to leave Leo, is going to leave the sign, okay? So Venus is the planet of love, but also is a planet of peace, harmony, is also a planet that is connected with the pleasures of life, like the way that we can enjoy or not our lives, okay, and our relationships, not only in terms of love, it's also our relationships with others in every way, and a relationship with ourselves, okay? And Leo is a sign that is so related to something that is so special, and it has to be with our self-esteem, okay? Because in Leo we need to be seen, we need to be recognized by others, and Leo is always related maybe with the ego, and how we manage that aspects of ourselves, but Leo also is our enthusiasm for doing things, is also the enthusiasm that we put in relationships, in all the things that we do with that special characteristics, of Leo, that is so, is passionate, but it's also is kind of enjoying, that thing that he is doing. Leo belongs to the house fifth, so the house fifth is something that is the house of playing, is the house of doing things that maybe are not so like structured things, like are things that we can do and enjoy, and also is the house of being or having some aspects, as childs, and play the game of life. Why not? And it's like always smiling, like going to the next thing, but with this enthusiasm and this I think this big smile, Always we have to see how your chart is aspected. I mean, this is something that maybe if you don't know your birth chart is something that you need to know and need to really analyze. If you have planets in Leo, also if you are sun or horizon sign in Leo also, okay, or if you have your moon in Leo, and that is something that is making maybe more specific for yourself. So I highly recommend to have your birth chart and know a little more about your soul configurations, okay? But as I said, I think that this transit will put every one of us like like in a big crisis, because we are going to be like working in that side of self-esteem. We are going to be asking maybe ourselves about how I live or how I enjoy my relationships, love, adventures, maybe, and also this planet is going to be in opposition to Pluto in Aquarius. And this is something really special because Pluto is going to be in Aquarius until the 42. So now he's going to be retrograding and he's going to be going back to Capricorn, but in January is going to be entering again in Aquarius, and there is going to be staying for the next 20 years. So in this position, Pluto is going to be all the time in opposition to the sign of Leo and everything that happens there, okay? So now Venus is joined the party, and Pluto is in opposition. And Leo is the sign of, myself, who I am, what I want. It's the sign of the I, my own pride, why not? My needs, my need to be seen, to be recognized, as I said. But Pluto is in Aquarius. In Aquarius is everything that is against this energy, of Leo. Aquarius is a sign where I am detached from these needs that are maybe like roots in my ego, and they are like more needs for the community, for all of us here, for the group. Aquarius is a sign that is free, is looking and seeking for freedom. Aquarius don't like those relationships that are so intense, and like with this aspect of possession, and Leo could be all the queen or the king of drama in those aspects. So Pluto, in the other side of the chart, is saying to Venus, okay, we need to refound that sense that we have about our self-esteem, our love, for ourselves, but also what this love and relationships that we have and we create means really in this new, I think this is a new age of relationships and everything that has to be with the way that you perceive yourself also, So this is something really, really important, because Pluto is saying that way that you are needing to possess something, and you need the applause, is something that I will be transforming, in the other side, of the chart, and I want you to reconsider the fundamentals, I think, of those needs, those needs to be seen, and what love really means to you. When we talk about self-esteem and self-love, where this have the roots in yourself, which thing or which cause or which person gives you that love, or you have that love because you recognize yourself bringing something to the community and to the world, and maybe why not to the humankind. So I think we are going to have a fight here, in between the things that I want for myself because I want it that way, and the things that are the best for everyone, and I will be needing to resignify all that aspects in my life. This is really important. This is really important because we are going to a new world where all the structures that we lived in are falling down, and that will take us all to a new age, of relationship, feelings, the way that we build our life, our structures, our I don't know, everything, our money, the what everything means to me for real, in a more detached aspect of my soul, and in a more detached aspect of my own needs, because I wanted, like a little child who wants something, and this is like looking something bigger than myself and than my own needs. Okay. Also, we have to see here that Venus is a planet that always brings some blessings, but in this case is getting into this sign with particular difficult aspects, like I said, this opposition with Pluto, in a square with Jupiter and the lunar nodes, is also being joined the black moon, our dark side in our emotions, our insecurities, our fears, our doubts, and is going to be join Mars also, so it's going to be like a big shake of everything related to your self-esteem and the meaning that you are giving to your relationships, the way that you love and the way that you conceive love, and your expectations maybe about love, and the way or the thing here will be resignify all these areas and what those areas really mean to you in this new identity that you and I are going to be sharing in this new world, this new age of Aquarius, this age of air, So think about this with me, okay? If we have here Venus in Leo, our self-esteem, I want to be seen and recognized, but Venus is going to be joined the black moon, Lilith. So Lilith is our insecurity side, our insecurities, our fear, that things that connect me with maybe the trauma in my life, or maybe just these aspects where my emotions needs to control everything because I feel like I am not enough. So imagine that Venus bringing love, in Leo, my self-love, join this black moon. I think the fight here will be in between the insecurities that I have and all this side that Venus wants to harmonize, why not, in my relationship with myself and with my bride and with my recognition, my own recognition, why not, and the others also, okay? But it's going to be a period where we are going to be feeling this fight. One side, I feel like I am empowering myself, and the other side is going to be feeling like I don't know what am I doing, if these people really love me. I don't know if I love myself. I don't know who I am and what I'm worth, and this is going to be like an internal revolution, so be prepared for this. Okay, maybe this time will be really, really good for you to have your journal and being writing there, how do you feel about yourself, which things bring you your own recognition in front of things and situations in your life, how you are dealing with some things in your life also, especially in your relationships, the meaning of love for you. Are you used to be in relationship where you need to possess and you need to be seen in your own way to feel approval, or maybe you can connect with something more detached where you are free and the other is free, and you can connect in this particular special time in between you two, So think about those things, ask yourself these kind of questions, because when this conjunction is occurring in the sky, you will feel this fight, like you have two sides, and you need to be prepared for this, okay? Let's see what more. Okay, this also could be a time where we can feel like, like you fall in love with anyone, anywhere, everywhere, maybe, like, because Leo is going to be activating our passionate side, our need to be joined with somebody else, something maybe intense, like fire, so be careful with all the people that you know in this period, because you can feel like you have found the love of your life, and then when Venus move to the next sign, you will feel like this was only like, I don't know, like illusion that I have and didn't have really fundamentals, or some structures. So pay attention to that. Maybe for some of you, this will be a time for being in passionate encounters, and that's okay if you are not like putting so much expectations in that kind of encounters, okay? Also, this could be a very good moment for you to make investments, maybe, and maybe to be creative, some activities that could bring you some money or some incomes through something that is creative. Also, everything that has to be with, your side, maybe if you like to sing, you like to act, you like arts, because Leo is so related to that kind of stuff, like I said, music, theater, everything that has to be with activities, and maybe a time for you to put some energy in those areas if you like those areas, and if you want to maybe improve your incomes with that aspects, also, it's a very good time for us to work in our personal image. Maybe you will feel like you want to see yourself better, you want to maybe do some kind of changes in your hair, in your skin, maybe you want to look better, you want to lose weight, you want to go to the gym, or you want to make some kind of change of look, something like that, because Leo is also related, and Venus is related with aesthetics, and the things that we make more beautiful, and more like, I think the work could be like in harmony with the way I am feeling right now, and maybe you are going to be feeling like now you feel yourself, or you perceive yourself in a different way, and that could be related to your image, your physical image, okay? This is a good time also for us to bring some time, or make some time to enjoy life, enjoy life and enjoy some activities that are not related to work, or are our side of structures and obligations and things that we have to do. It's a time for us to be like, I don't know, maybe doing some sports, maybe also for doing some things that we can enjoy and relax and play, and we could like release something in our minds for a little while, and connecting to enjoy, enjoy and be playful, with some activities, be creative. I think it's a really good time for all that kind of things. So maybe you need to work in your self-esteem and your self-love through these moments that you are not bringing yourself yet, and you are feeling like you deserve having a little fun. Leo is a sign that really likes party, really likes having fun, enjoying, so try to connect with that side also, okay? Like I said before, we are going to have here Venus in a square with Jupiter in Taurus, so I think this maybe is an aspect that has to be with our belongings, the things that you have, your material side, your incomes, your money, your finances, your work. So in a square, Venus wants to bring us some kind of blessings, in these aspects, in these areas, but it's in a square with Jupiter, who is the major benefactor of these planets, and we need to resignify first everything that we have. What are we doing with our material side, with our finances, in what things you are spending your money, in what things you are investing, you have debts, what is happening in your financial world, and Venus at first is going to be like, I feel like like she will can't move there, because squaring Jupiter is going to be a complicated phase. So maybe you will feel at first that anything you are doing is bringing all the abundance that you want or that you need, and you are like asking yourself, what is happening here? I'm not enough. What is my real worth? And maybe you will fight with these questions, but the things here is that you can really connect with this aspect of resignify what the themes of Toro, that are all your finances, your structures, the things that you have, okay? Resignify all that. What really gives you worth? What really gives you recognition? What the money brings to your life? Resignify that. Also, it's in a square to the lunar nodes, okay? And North lunar node is join Jupiter, so there is something that we need to learn here in thorough aspects, okay? Your financial world and the world of your structures, your consistency, okay? Uh, your will to do something, and how you can sustain that will in time, okay? There is something that we need to learn. We need to resignify and learn for the future. For the future, okay? And also, Venus is in a square with the south lunar node in Scorpio. Is now making these last steps. The lunar nodes are going to be changing the axis, okay? And the south lunar node is talking about something that I need to close from the past, okay? Some door that I need to shut down right now, okay? And something that I need to let go for the next chapter. Through this door that I close in the south lunar node, I will learn my lesson in the north lunar node for the future. And Venus is squaring all these aspects. And what this means, you need to learn something about this, about love, your self-love, your self-esteem, your self-worthy, okay? Why you think you worth something? Who, which, what gives you that feeling of worthiness? Resignify these aspects. It's not what you have. It's not the person that you have beside you. Okay? It's not your beliefs. Okay? It's your own recognition through your inner world and your awareness of your soul. Okay? So think about that. And something that we need to close with the south lunar node in Scorpio is talking about Scorpio, or that emotions that are so profound and deep, emotions that maybe are kind of possessive, and emotions that we need to clean. So that side of you emotionally that you are jealous and you are possessive and you want to control everything, it's something like that. Something you need to close there. Shut down that door, okay? Maybe it's something from your past that you need to let go, or maybe it's your own way to feel and live your relationships, how you been having your relationships with others. With these characteristics, now is the time to resignify and to transform that way of being in a relationship, of being with somebody else, of being with yourself also, okay? So think about these things, because Venus is going to be there for some time, okay? And everything in the sky is preparing us for this new world that we are going to be joined with Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years. It's a new era of air and fire, okay? All the big planets that makes all the transcendental changes in the humankind in generations, okay? Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, all these three bigs are going to be changing the sign in the next 2 or 3 years, and they are going to be like join, like I said, an era of air and fire. Okay, we are getting out from this era of earth and water. Okay, so think about that. Detachment will be our word, and also this kind of leadership and this kind of impulses that we are going to have in terms of building that new world, and that is where we are going. So I left you all this information, and I hope that you can pay attention to these questions that I left here for you, and take your journal, work on it, because you are going to be feeling this tension in this period of time. And I really hope that you can take this magic energy and use it to transform yourself and to growth, and into joy some new aspects of yourself, and be more able to enjoy your life. Okay, so I thank you all for joining this video with me, and I see you in the next time.